Funding for this program was made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by annual financial support from viewers like you.
This is PBS.
The larger model can be used to carry a passenger on a journey through time. Not through space, mind you, but through time. Aren't you going to rather mess things up for the rest of us?
No, the future's already there. It's irrevocable and cannot be changed.
Now, that's the most important question to which I hope to find an answer. Can it change the shape of things to come? So this is man's future. To bask in the sunlight, bathe in the clear streams. Well, and why not? From the talking rings, I learned how the human race divided itself. How the world of the Eloi and the Morlocks began. The Morlocks maintained them and bred them like cattle. The Morlocks had become the masters and the Eloi their servants. A million years. The sensitive men dying for their dreams. For what? The one characteristic which distinguished man from the animal kingdom was the spirit of self-sacrifice. Do you follow me, Bridie? No.
H.G. Wells was a socialist author who lived during the 1800s. He was the author of many books, such as The War of the World, The Invisible Man, and of course, The Time Machine. This book is about a man who builds a time machine that takes him from his home in 19th century London to 800,000 years into the future. The future consists of two races, the Eloi who spend their days living in the meadows and the ugly Morlocks who stay hidden underground. Upon his arrival, the Morlocks steal the time machine. The time traveler befriends an Eloi named Weena, and together they explore the future until the time traveler finds his machine and can go home. H.G. Wells uses the time machine to compare the people of the Victorian era to the people of the future species in order to suggest a socialist society to prevent a degenerated future. The Victorian elites were very greedy and selfish, which led to the corrupted use of technology. The people of the 19th century were quite materialistic. When the time traveler explained his time machine, his colleagues were only interested in how much money they could gain. Wells created a future that is Eloi versus Morlock to show how a rigid class structure will lead to destructive social warfare. The Eloi are a source of food to the Morlocks. Perhaps one time the Morlocks were servants to the Eloi, however as time passed, they rebelled and moved underground. In the future, a lack of authority causes an orderless and primitive future that encourages selfishness. Just like the people of the 19th century, the Eloi are selfish and childish. This is because of the little authority that they have. Wells shows that when technology is used to benefit all of society, it can reveal man's innate flaws. Without the time machine, the time traveler would have never seen the future or been able to bring back his newfound knowledge. The time machine is a technology that revealed the innate materialistic ways that would be the eventual downfall of humanity. Wells used the time machine to encourage a socialist society that will close the gap between social classes. In the end of the story, the time traveler returns to his normal time and shares his adventures with his colleagues. After proving his adventures, the time traveler goes back into the future and never returns.